All right, you guys, we're having our last 90-degree day today. Real nice day today. Good day to get this RV flipped around and let the sun cook on the other side for once. It's pretty much dry, but I feel like the other side has sat in the sun so much I should at least give this side a day or two to bake. We'll have a 90-degree day today. I think tomorrow's also supposed to be nice, but closer to the 70s. A little bit cooler anyway. And then the day after will be rain, so I'm gonna flip this around, give it a couple days to bake in the sun, just in case that helps. And then I need to take a trip to town. I need to get my mail and pay my P.O. box. Uh-oh. She's got no traction now. Probably gonna need a few stacks. Just to work with. Alright, Patches looks weird in this new location. It's been sitting in one direction for so many years. The view out the front is just, it's odd to see something different. Looking good, looking good. Now we can let that side bake in the sun for today and tomorrow. Alright, it is the next day. I figured out how to pay my P.O. box online, so I went ahead and got that done, which is nice to get that out of the way. And I'll pick up my mail a little later. I looked up the timeline on voting and when they send out the voter pamphlets, and those apparently don't go out until October 18th. So I'm gonna wait until then to make that trip north and save me some gas money. Boy, getting some rain today, that's for sure. Just one day today though, according to the weather report. Tomorrow should be sunny. And then the next day, cloudy, but still dry. So I'm hoping that'll give me some time to put on door seals at least. Oh yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna spend the rest of the day editing and uploading a video. Once I figure out what's wrong with the internet, this wire has a short in it somewhere. It does not do very good out in the sunlight. And the insulation around the wire gets really brittle. It's also getting run over in front of the barn there, so it's got a short somewhere, and I don't know where to begin looking for it. I mean, that's one spot I could try. There's one little wire there that looks kind of broke, but I don't think that's the issue. I can still see connected strands of copper. It's going to be a nightmare going through that cable, so I do have a spare one, so I might just switch that out. But this is going up and through the crack of a door, which is blocked by shelving, so I'm gonna have to cut that and add a plug and just connect on the new wire. Good day, everybody. We're taking a drive into town finally. I've been putting this off a little too long. We got no food in my fridge. Sun decided to come out though, so that's awesome. It was kind of looking like a gloomy day today, but yeah, the sun decided to come out, so that's a nice surprise. Yeah, I need some food. I got had to make some stew last night, which I like stew. Turned out pretty good. It's just not my first thing. It's not my most soup. I'm not a big soup guy. I'm not much for having a watery food, but it did turn out pretty good. I had broccoli, onions, some chicken, and potatoes. Water, few bouillon cubes, chicken bouillon, salt and pepper. It's really good. But I'm going to get tired of that real quick. I like stews. I do like stews. They make a lot of food and it lasts a long time. It's filling. But I can't just eat stew for lunch and dinner for the next 2 days. So groceries, need a couple supplies. I want to get a female Ethernet to Ethernet adapter so I can splice in a new cable for internet. The Ethernet cable I have right now is running up and through the doors on that room, and they are blocked by a bunch of shelving, so I don't feel like taking all that shelving apart just to try and run that cable through. So I'm gonna splice one end of it and then get an adapter to plug in the new cord. But I think it got messed up getting driven over, just not doing very well out in the sunshine. It's getting real brittle just being in the sunlight, so it's just not looking too good. I gotta put a new one in, and I'll try and protect it with some garden hose or something. And the RV, boy, I've been thinking a lot about what to do next. Priming needs to come next. I would like to seam seal the floor first, then I could prime also the floor, but yeah, I think seam sealing should come next, but I need to clean first. I need to clean before seam sealing, so I need like a vacuum and a broom and maybe some compressed air. You know, wipe the floor down. It's got a bunch of bugs on it. So we'll seam seal, prime. Then I need to figure out the walls, because I want to put the walls in before I put the windows in. I could just put the windows in without any seals. I'm worried about putting the windows in with the butyl tape and then having to take the windows out for installing the interior walls. I don't want to have to try and... Yeah, I'm not gonna just hope that the butyl tape holds the windows in. I could just take the back plates off the windows and try and install the interior walls, but I don't want to have to worry about the windows falling out, because the butyl tape isn't something that cures. It's just like sticky putty. So, I mean, I could try something, but it's just gonna be easier if I get everything done first before the windows. If I put off priming until the next time we get dry weather, it's been raining on and off. It's getting cold. It's getting that time of year when the weather starts getting cold and rainy. So yeah, if it gets to that point to where I think I'm gonna hold off until next summer, I will just put the windows in without any sealant or any seals, just to kind of keep the rain out, keep moisture out. But yeah, I've been putting that off. I mean, I had other things I needed to do, but I'm kind of dragging my feet because I don't want to do any more sanding. After all that sanding on the outside, I just can't get up the motivation for it. I need to do some sanding on the inside, not all of it. I think I'm just going to hit the roughest spots. A lot of the rust in there is smooth to the touch and doesn't feel like there's any, you know, chunks that'll fall off. You know, it's not very chunky rust. It's pretty smooth, pretty flat. But there are, you know, it's probably like 10% of the interior has patches of some pretty rough rust that I should, well, I've decided I'm just going to do a light sanding on it, wire wheeling, and then I'll paint over the rest. I don't have the motivation to do any more sanding or any, I don't feel like getting into that yet. So, we'll see how I feel, but probably, well, there's a chance I'll put it off till next year. But if not, I'm going to do a light sanding, then priming. Well, light sanding, cleaning, seam sealing, priming, interior walls, and then windows. I think that's everything. So yeah, quite a process is left to get those windows put in. And I don't feel like rushing that. I burnt myself out pretty good on the painting. I just can't do any more sanding, so. There's a chance I might put off all that until next year. I can still put plastic over the openings, tape up the openings with some plastic or something. And then, keep some heat keep some heat inside, keep the rain out. Still plenty of other stuff I need to do. Yeah, I really wanted to get the priming done before the cold, moist, crappy winter weather comes back. But oh well, that's fine. I'll tape up the windows or do something. Put a lamp in there, keep it somewhat warm, it'll keep the moisture out, and Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what comes next. Rusty is running fantastic. No issues. Well, he's still got his electrical issues and a few other quirks that I need to figure out, but it's been pretty reliable so far. Lost fourth once. Got a hard shift in the second from time to time. I haven't felt that in a long time though. But yeah, truck's been good and reliable. Good old trusty Rusty. I mean, I still worry about the transmission a little bit. Just kind of wondering if that's a problem that's slowly going to get worse. How much time do I have left? I'm sure that transmission at some point is really going to get to a point where it needs to be looked at. But fluid looks clean. Shifts beautifully. Unless I do a whole bunch of driving, then it'll shift hard in a second. If I haul too much weight, I'll lose fourth. I'm guessing is what happened that day. I was hauling a whole bunch of weight in the back of the truck and going uphill. I think I overheated the transmission. But yeah, real happy with Rusty. It feels so nice to get out and about once you've been cooped up for a while. Haven't taken a trip to town in a while. Alright, let's stop at Walmart first, see if they got my adapter. I don't really know where else to go. Maybe Office Max? Yeah, maybe an Office Max up here will have it, if Walmart doesn't have it. Ooh, we got a fancy boondocker up here in his Mercedes Vienna. I think it's nice. Holy moly. Truck. I like that flatbed. That gives me ideas for patches. Although something that style at the size of something patches would need to be very heavy. I don't want to go too crazy. Be a lot of steel too. I'm gonna keep it simple. Just some 1.5 inch square tube and some plywood for the floor. Okay, ended up here at a Staples since Walmart does not carry those. Ethernet couplers, they're called. Staples has one, but they're $13 just for one cheap looking eBay kind of deal. They have a 3-pack on eBay. Looks exactly the same for $2.95. I'm not paying that much money for one little connector coupler thing. So I guess it's just food and let's get out of here. I need gas too. Alright, I got 40 bucks of gas. Almost half a tank. That feels good. Always feels good to have some gas in the tank. Alright, so yeah, those couplers are ordered. I guess I'll just have to keep using my phone hotspot, which isn't too bad. It's kind of bad, but it works. Takes about as long as the ranch. For some reason the hotspot doesn't work very well when it's plugged into the charger while it's charging. Sometimes it does, most of the time it does not though. When it's plugged into the charger, it's like the internet stalls out. It's weird. But it gets the job done, so I can wait a few days. Actually, probably about a week. but that's alright. I could still manage. Let's see here. Yeah, let's just get some food and head on back. I don't want to be, there's not too much I want to be out doing. There's not too much I can do without spending some money, but I'm going to hold off on buying anything for the RV until all the prep work is done. I almost bought some extra hard drive space over at Walmart because they got external hard drives, and they even got internal hard drives for my PC. I wouldn't mind upgrading that, just so I have some more room for video editing and video storage. I like to store all my videos, the final edited versions anyway. That way if I ever have to re-upload, I got copies. But yeah, that's about a $100 expense, so I'll hold off on that. Save that for next paycheck, hopefully. Alright, spent about $100. Got me some food. Bread, hamburgers, tortilla shells, eggs, mayonnaise, butter. Even got some things I needed. I've been needing for a while, which was tinfoil and saran wrap and Ziploc baggies. Helps store the leftovers for later. Some paper towels. Alright, let's get on back. Actually got a little warm out today. I need to take my hoodie off. Let's go this way. I'll head back, maybe make some lunch. Get rested up. Maybe I'll find the motivation to start prepping the interior for a primer. That's pretty much what I gotta do next on the RV. I did just finish up another video for the rebuild on the RV. Just did got some doors put on, some handles put on, seals put in, so we got that coming up. And then we'll get to the next video. Will probably be some interior priming, if everything goes according to plan. So stay tuned, we got another video coming after this one. I just need to finish editing it. Yeah, it turned out to be a beautiful day today. Just try and get something done. Something. I'm gonna start working on the truck at some point, but I can't really take my focus off the RV. I really want to get those windows in. I think it might be a little late in the year for that, though. We'll see. I need to get to sanding some of the worst areas of rust, and then I can get to priming. etc., etc. Seam sealing, then priming. Stay tuned, everybody. And that's my chicken and broccoli and potato soup. Turned out pretty good, actually. Alright, you guys, just got up from a good night of sleep. I'm feeling rejuvenated. Got out the wire wheel. Think I'm going to start some prep today on that RV. Want to get all that grinding or wire wheeling done and get some primer in there. Get on with the next processes. There's quite a few things I gotta do. So yeah, still slim chance I might put this off just because I don't want to put a bunch of work into cleaning the rust just to have it rust up again. But we'll see. I'm about to head outside here in just a minute. One last thing I want to do is thank our channel supporters. Thank you everybody so much for pitching in and helping out with this project. It's taken a lot more than I realized it would. Thank you all very much. It's helping the videos get made at a steady pace. Philip B, thank you very much for your support. Very helpful. Thank you so much. Ollie S, thank you for your continued support. John P.W, thank you very much for your continued support. You've been very helpful and I appreciate ya. Scott C, thank you for your support. Brian I think I'm overlapping now. I don't do a very good job of keeping track of where I left off, so I think I overlap a lot, but I'd rather overlap than miss somebody. So Brian I, B-R-Y-A-N. A generous dono from Brian, thank you so much. He says, help with paint and sanding and just things in general that you need. Keep up the good work. Brian I on YouTube. Thank you very much, Brian. Christopher P, thank you so much for your very generous support. Been a huge help for the channel. I can't thank you enough, Christopher. Hello, Nathan. Here is some support towards getting patches painted before the fall rain arrives. Yeah, this is an older one. He helped out a ton with getting the paint job done. Thank you so much, Christopher. Eric with an A. Eric C. Thank you. Alfred J. Cybrand, thank you again, buddy. Ollie S. Again, thank you. John Paul W. Thank you so much. Scott C. Kevin D. Okay, I'm pretty sure I've covered everybody. Overlapped a little bit there. So thank you everybody so much for helping out the channel and keeping things rolling. I'm closer than ever with Patch's rebuild. I can't wait to have this done. Next summer, I know it's going to be done for sure, 100%. Yeah, I'm not going to try and get every single little thing done. I just want to get the bigger projects done so I don't have to worry about finding a place to park it and take on a big project. Like welding up the back bed, you know, I want to do that where I have room to weld. Plus the grid power, you know, I can use my generator, but I need to be in a place where I can make a mess. So I'm going to get as much done here as I can before I set sail, but there's not too much left. Get everything done, prepped and ready for the windows. Once I get those in, I need to put in some insulation on the floor. I got some stuff picked out for sound deadening type stuff that usually goes in cars, but it's a little bit cheaper than doing carpet on the lower floor where the tanks will be sitting. I plumb everything up, put the upper floor in. Yeah, still quite a bit left to do, but all the big jobs are done. So that feels good. I'm pretty sure. There's probably something I'm missing, but I'm confident that I got all the big stuff done. I just got some sanding left, some wire wheeling. That'll be the next. It's like a medium-sized job. Wire wheeling the interior. I'm not going to do everything. I'm just going to hit the bad spots. And then, yeah, plumbing, electrical. I want to add some boxes on the outside, like some toolboxes. One to hide the waste gates, the septic hookup. I want to hide those inside of like a little workbox. So I want to put one on the other side just so it matches. But I'm just going to buy those pre-made. I don't want to... I'm done with building stuff. I don't want to build any more boxes. I just want to get this show on the road. But I don't want those waste gates just hanging out in the weather. And potentially getting damaged. So I need to get a couple boxes. Somebody let me know what those are called. I think somebody chimed in on the Discord and shared some pictures. They look like they might be called something like underbed truck toolboxes. You see something similar on semi-trucks attached to their frame. I don't know where to get stuff like that. I think Home Depot has a small section of rugged truck toolboxes. But yeah, I need a couple smaller, medium, small for hiding some waste gates. Or I might just have to build a little box. But if I build a little box, I'm going to have to build 2 little boxes. Because I don't want just one box, one weird box on the side. On one side and not the other. So I'll have to build 2 boxes, and I really don't feel like doing any more box building. I mean, I'll do what I have to, but I'd rather just buy them at this point. Get some nice stainless steel with locks built in and handles and door seals all ready to go. Stainless steel or aluminum so it doesn't rust. Headlights, marker lights, turn signals, brake lights. We're getting there. We're getting close. I can't wait. I cannot wait to get back out on the road. Those of you sharing your RV lifestyle over on the Discord has me so jealous. I can't wait to get back to that. Get back moving. Back to my home state for the time being while I get things situated for the move. Stay tuned, everybody. Got lots coming up. Thank you, supporters, very much for your help. Thank you, members, very much for your help. That is also contributing to a lot. Thank you, viewers, commenters, everybody watching. Can't wait to get you all back out on the road and on to the next big mission, which is a home base. So I can work on more projects and do more RV traveling in this custom RV here. So anyway, have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.